So hello everybody, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Hebrew Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered bits of testimony from the various prophets of the Old Testament. And what I came up with was the year 2020. The main elements of the prophecy of Israel have to do with what is playing out right now, the sore destruction of a great northern nation, the United States of America. I know it's the United States of America because the prophecy specifically says that it is a nation that is brought together from the sides of the earth, meaning that it is a melting pot where people come from all walks of life. And in the prophecy, it says that in this particular year, there will be a base low-life scumbag in office who turns out to be Donald J. Trump. I've known from the moment he announced that he was running for office that he was the base man foretold in prophecy because he is base and dishonorable, and what he has done with the riot at the Capitol is he has created a chasm from between the two sides of America that will never be healed. We have the white supremacists, the good old boys, the corporate people who have money, the one percenters, and of the top 25%, who have everything, want for nothing, and don't give a fuck about us who have nothing. And that represents Trump completely. And he represents all of that crap that I abhor. I hate everything that he stands for. I hate money. I hate corporations. I hate this plastic world that we live in where there's 1,000,000,000 of everything. It's a cardboard world. We eat cardboard food that satisfy our taste buds, but starves our cells and makes us obese. Our bodies are literally starving to death because the corporations, in order to make more profits and prolong the shelf life of their products, had to take out the living essence of the food that we eat. The living essence of the food is what gives us life. If you take away the nutrients, the vitality of the plant or animal, as we do in the processing of food in this modern society, we kill everything that we need. We take out what we need and we eat the crap that's left. Cardboard. And that is because of greed. Pure and simple money. If I had to choose one evil on this planet that I could get rid of, it would be money. Because if we didn't have money, there would be no wealthy people. There would be no 1%ers. There'd be no 25%ers. Everybody would be equal. Because money is what makes us unequal. And those who have it, the white supremacists, the 1%ers, are half of America. And the other half, well, we're just screwed. They kill us for next to nothing. It's like they'll kill one of my people, the poor. Of their main target is the black. Yes, I will be the first one to agree to that. But they don't target just the blacks. They target the poor, the minorities, the disenfranchised, and they have a particular love-hate relationship with the drug users, that we are their actual main targets. And most of the black people use drugs. It's like the ones that are getting killed. Breonna Taylor, for instance. They killed her breaking into her house so that they could get to her ex-boyfriend, who was a drug dealer. Um, George Floyd. I heard he did drugs too. And so do most of the other people that are browbeaten by the cops. And believe me, a lowly pot smoker from the Midwest feels the same type of prejudice as the black people do. They just don't kill us quite as often. But that's more a matter of numbers than anything else, because the poor white people don't live in the inner cities. We live in the suburbs. We live in the rural areas, like where I'm from. And we're oppressed more than the blacks. The blacks don't get the same treatment as the drug users do. The drug users go to prison for being drug users. It doesn't matter what color they are. And most of the people who are in prison who are black are drug users, drug dealers. Our prisons are overflowing with drug dealers who do nothing more than free enterprise. That's all they're doing is free enterprise. And yet they go to prison for it. So, I'm standing up to say, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Yes, I do believe that. But drug lives matter too. People who do drugs, we're not the villains you think we are. Just take a look at my book. It's online. It's called The Pot Smoker's Bible. Just look for the heading, chapter this, part that. That's my book. And it's a testament to the drug user's way of life from a very unconventional source. Because you see, the Pot Smoker's Bible is really the Bible. It's the Old Testament of the Bible. And it stands up for the rights of the drug users at this time. And it says that I'll come and be the one speaking to you about this. So, there's like 80 million people out there who are all wondering who to Twitter now, because Trump's gone. I bet you a big portion of the people who follow Trump use drugs, and they thought that that rich bastard was going to free them from the war on drugs. Don't know why he thought that, because he never once said anything towards that. He's a professed not drug user, but I hear that he actually does do drugs. But anyway, let's have a new slogan. It's like Druggies Matter. DM. Druggies Matter. Because we're just as human as anybody else on this planet. And we're not doing anything but having a good time. So you can tell me about all of these people who overdose and who are addicts and who go to rehab and blah, 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 blah. You can tell me all that bullshit you want to. That's just bullshit. Because drug users do drugs because that's who we are. That's what we are. That's what we like to do. And we have every right to enjoy a good time. So, to the nation that allows alcohol, a drug, to be legal, but doesn't allow other drugs to be legal, You're hypocrites. You're nothing but hypocrites. Because my drugs do nobody harm. The only possible harm that my drugs could do anybody is me. I just smoke pot. I'm too old to do all those other drugs. I used to do those when I was a kid. And there's a right and there's a purpose for every drug on earth. There's a reason for every drug user to do drugs. But for the biggest part, 99% of it is that we want to have a good time. So, what's wrong with having a good time? What is wrong with me living my life the way I choose to live it? So, you can take your money and your social norms that says that if you dress nice, if you put your makeup on nice, if you look nice, then you are nice. Bullshit. I say that you are what you do. So look me up. Ask anybody who knows me. I'm a nice person. I do good things for people. Know me by what I do and not what I say or how I look. If you notice, there's no makeup on here. Because I don't have to hide who I am. I'm not ashamed of what this face looks like. So don't ever expect to see that crappy chemical suffocating stuff on my face. Because I know better. I'm beautiful just the way I am. And so is every woman on this planet. I wish, well, it doesn't matter. According to prophecy, you ladies are going to be giving up your war paint because you can't sustain it. And it's fake anyway. Why do you want to live in a fake world? Why do you want to be fake? Why do you want to look fake? Because it really isn't as pretty as you think it is. In fact, I'm sorry, ladies, but you look like clowns. All that crap you put on your face, that porcelain doll perfection that you have, it's not real. Why are you afraid to show what your real face looks like? And you know what? If you didn't put all that crap on your face, you wouldn't have near the problem with acne. If you notice, I don't have a big problem with acne. You know why? Because I don't put crap on my face. This society has a lot of problems, and this nation is split in two. So the rich people can have their plastic, fake, cardboard world. I suggest that all us DM people, all us drug matters people, I suggest we take a lesson from Moses, from the prophecy of Israel. Let's go camping. Let's go have a great big old party out in the middle of the panhandle of the state of Nebraska. There's nothing but organic land. We have the sand where the sand meets the land. Aquifer, plenty of water. Organic land that nobody's ever touched. And all the sand for silicone you could ever want. So, I suggest that we just walk away from society. Like the Bible says that we should. And because the Bible says that we should quarantine ourselves for a minimum of 6 weeks to get rid of COVID once and for all within the camp. And once we quarantine ourselves out of COVID completely, we hold a solemn assembly and invite the Grey to come visit with us. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. And may they watch over you. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice when we get to camp. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote 2 books about it. My name is Zion. I'm the Zion of the Most High God of Israel, and I'm gonna say later now, because I'll never say goodbye.